That's just insane. I'm kind of blown away at how good that is. Now we have some of my cornbread again from earlier. Hey everyone, welcome back to the AI Kitchen. I'm Dave, and as always, we're back to let the artificial intelligence decide what we're cooking. And I'm not a professional cook, but I do like to cook, so we're just gonna see what happens. Now, in our last episode, we tried out a vegan recipe. We asked ChatGPT to create vegan recipes based on Buc-ee's, the gas station. And in that recipe, I had these same annoying birds. And so they're still here, and hopefully they go away, but if not, they just troll me. I don't know what to do about them. But so the first part of this was vegan jalapeno cornbread. We made it, it was delicious. I definitely recommend you try that. Even if you're not a vegan, that was really good cornbread. And today we're making the second thing that ChatGPT told us to make. That is vegan Texas BBQ Jackfruit sliders. Say that 10 times fast. So basically sliders, but instead of using hamburger meat, they use whatever jackfruit is. I don't think I've ever eaten jackfruit in my entire life. This is not the right kind of knife for this, by the way. This is like some sort of a bread slicer. This is my laziness. I should go in and get some sort of better knife. We're also still on the same day where I chopped my finger up, so if you want to watch that, make sure you check out my barbecue chicken recipe, barbecue boneless wings. You know, we like to have some continuity here and let you know that, you know, all this mayhem can happen for me on a single day, even if it takes a few weeks for me to release all the videos. Can I do this successfully without hurting myself? This is the ultimate question. I don't feel like this is the right knife. I should not have to, you know, saw. I'm gonna get a different knife. I just realized I never actually even checked to see if I was supposed to dice this onion. Good news, I am supposed to dice it. So let me dice it and I'll be right back. All right, so we got our onion diced up. It was mayhem and horrible to watch, so I'm gonna cut most of it out because none of my knives are sharp right now. But so you wanna chop up 3 cloves of garlic next. And I'll say, even if you're not a vegan, you should watch this because the vegan cornbread I made was delicious. Even with it being vegan, despite it being vegan, which if you are vegan and you're watching this, you'd be like, why do you even need to qualify it? Obviously it's delicious, vegan food's amazing. Well, because I've never really eaten vegan food, not on purpose at least. And so I don't know if it's good or bad. It's a new experiment for me. So far, I've been pleasantly surprised with my cornbread. Now let's see if I'm surprised by whatever jackfruit is. All right, so we've got those 2 ingredients ready. I'm gonna set them aside because up next we need to shred our jackfruit. Shred your jackfruit. Where is it? Right here. I had to go to the Asian market to find this. If you're looking for it yourself, that's where I found it, was the Asian market. Oh, weird. It kind of looks like pineapple. I'm gonna need a bowl and 2 forks, I think. All right, so it called for 2 cans of 20-ounce jackfruit. Is this 20 ounces? Yeah. It says drain it and rinse it. Oh, I gotta do that too then. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna go drain and rinse this jackfruit. All right, I've got my drained and rinsed jackfruit. It's kind of pink, kind of yellow. Oops, take the forks out and pour it in there. And then we need to shred it. Just shred it up. It says you can use your hands or you can use a fork. I'm generally the kind of person that's gonna use my hands, but I figured I should at least try the fork method to pretend I'm civilized, but then my impatience will get to me. It's already there, and I'll just use my hand. Oh, I wish I had 2 hands. Sadly, I don't because of my damaged finger. So anyway, shred it up. Kind of gross, kind of disgusting. We won't make you watch the whole thing. I'll be right back once it's all shredded. Okay, so I've shredded up all the jackfruit. I kind of see what they're going for here. It looks like pulled pork, sort of, like the texture and consistency. So that's cool. We're gonna set that aside and we're gonna head over to the skillet and start cooking. All right, so we're over here at the skillet now. You know, we're at the outdoor skillet, so it's got the rust on it and all that. We wanna do a tablespoon of virgin olive oil into our skillet over medium heat, and then we're gonna add our garlic and our onions to that pan, like so. And I should not be using a metal fork. Let me go get like a wooden spoon. Stand by. All right, I have a wooden spoon. I don't know, it's got a big giant thing at the end. Like a big giant circle. Kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna heat up these onions on the skillet. All right, so we're continuing to saute our onions and our garlic and want to make them nice and translucent. At least that's what it says. Saute until onions are translucent, basically. They're getting close already. A little bit longer. I didn't do a very good job dicing that piece of an onion. Look at that. Shame on me. Are these vegan? I don't know. We tried to order some vegan bread. I don't know if this is vegan though. I don't think it is. You want vegan slider buns for this. This says dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free, soy-free, whole grain, but it may contain eggs. So I guess this won't be a perfect experiment, guys. I'm sure any vegans out there watching have a good way to get vegan buns. This is all they had at Walmart, so I might have failed a little bit. But anyways, everything else will be vegan. Sorry it's not perfectly vegan, but if you're following along at home, make sure you get buns that are actually vegan, because these have eggs and that makes them not vegan. See, I'm learning. But I feel like with vegan buns, you could at least have gluten, and that would probably taste better than these are gonna taste. These buns are probably gonna be awful. So I'm using this time, I'm cooking, the onions are kind of done, I think. But before we add the jackfruit, I wanted to also admit that we were not really sure how to find vegan barbecue sauce when we were looking. We found barbecue sauce that didn't look like it had anything non-vegan in it. It's stubbed, sticky, and sweet. And we looked at the ingredients and it says vinegar, cornstarch, salt, spices, molasses, brown sugar, apple cider, water, tomato paste, nothing about eggs, nothing about anything that's not vegan, but I don't know if it's vegan or not. So find some vegan barbecue sauce for this recipe. I'm not sure if that counts. All right, this is good. We're gonna now add the jackfruit into the mix, like so. And that's apparently what jackfruit looks like cooking. Who'da thunk it? Could be good, I really don't know. I'm kind of lost. It looks like it has seeds in it. Should I have de-seeded it? All my vegan people, let me know. I don't think I have that many vegan viewers, but maybe I do. Maybe if this recipe is amazing, the Buc-ee's vegan barbecue sliders, whatever, jackfruit, maybe we'll get a lot of vegan viewers. And then they probably won't want to watch anything else I make because a lot of it's not vegan. I wonder if I should even put vegan in the title. All right, so we're gonna add some spices. We're gonna add some smoked paprika. We're gonna add a half a teaspoon of that, bring the flavor. Half a teaspoon of smoked paprika going in. Then we're gonna do half a teaspoon of cumin. And it says salt and pepper to taste. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on a little bit of pepper. I don't know how much. How much do we wanna taste is the question. And then some salt. Again, not sure how much to put. Salt, pepper, paprika, cumin, mix it all up. Try to get it all over everything if you can. I mean, I feel like you want those flavors throughout the whole dish. So far, we're pretty good vegan-wise. This is all vegan. See, I think Buc-ee's should make something like this for vegan people. Gas station, that is, that we base this off of. They should make a vegan jackfruit pulled pork sandwich. Although it wouldn't be called pulled pork. You get my point. Pulled pork replacement. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. I've been sautéing this jackfruit on medium. Still kind of been breaking up little bits of it too. The next step is to add our barbecue sauce, which we don't think is vegan, but it might be vegan. It should be vegan if you're trying to make a vegan recipe. All right, so for the barbecue sauce, you wanna add 1.5 cups of barbecue sauce. Vegan barbecue sauce, 1.5 cups. And then you wanna mix that all up and lower the heat to low. You're now gonna simmer this for quite a while, like 20 to 25 minutes on low, once you mix in all the barbecue sauce. Remember, that's 1.5 cups of barbecue sauce. It really does kind of look like pulled pork. It like legit looks like meat. My wife came out and said, hey, is that lobster? She thought it was lobster, but yeah, it's not lobster. It's jackfruit. So anyways, now that we got that all mixed up, we wanna let that simmer on low for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll come back. All right, guys, so our jackfruit has been simmering for like 25 minutes over here on the stovetop, and you can see it's really kind of broken down even further to a really interesting texture. The texture reminds me so much of pulled pork, I can't even begin to tell you. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take some of the filling and put it on a slider bun. I mean, that's what you do with sliders, right? Load it up. All right, so here we are. We've got our vegan jackfruit sliders, and you know what? I grabbed some of that cornbread we made in the last video too. So you got the sliders with the cornbread. Now I got a whole vegan meal. Now again, the buns are vegan-ish. I recommend if you're vegan, get real vegan buns. So I did my best, guys. I'm gonna try this first time ever, I think, having jackfruit, so wish me luck. Oh, it's really hot. It's really delicious too. It tastes just like a pulled pork sandwich. That's kind of weird. What in the world? I just Googled it. I was like, I gotta Google that. What does jackfruit taste like? And pulled pork was the thing that came up. It tastes exactly like a pulled pork sandwich. I'm kind of freaking out here. Hold on. That's just insane. I'm kind of blown away at how good that is. Now I have some of my cornbread again from earlier. This is a delicious meal. We nailed it, guys. We knocked it out of the park. I'm excited. ChatGPT gave us a Buc-ee's themed lunch. That is awesome. And it's vegan. So it kind of fulfilled everything we were looking for. We got a vegan lunch. I recommend you try both these, even if you're not a vegan. Those sandwiches are nuts. I mean, if you're trying to avoid pork, definitely go jackfruit. It tastes exactly like pork. Weird. I'm weirded out by it. These buns suck, but that's because they're gluten-free. I feel like vegans are allowed to have gluten. You might be able to have a better vegan bun that's not gluten-free. I don't know though. Even with the buns sucking, it's still delicious. Sorry, I'm going ham on these things. Ham. See what I did there, guys? Because it's like ham. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of AI Kitchen. We're not professional cooks, but we do the best we can. If you like it, subscribe. Come back and watch more videos. We have tons of great ones out there with some amazing recipes. These now are included. These were super easy to make. Both of these were super easy to make. So try it at home. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.